This is Compass FM, your community radio station, and joining me on the phone, Inspector Peter Cooper from New Zealand Police. Are you based in Rangiora here, Peter?
Yes, I am. I'm based in Rangiora, but I cover the districts of Huronuri, Waimakere, Selwyn and Banks Peninsula.
Okay, so you're the man that we want to have a chat to in regards to a couple of things that are going on. First of all, how are you and how are your family?
Yeah, good. At very unusual times, aren't they? So we're all getting to know each other even better than you're used to, I guess, by being in those environments. But no, we're all well.
Okay, in Essential Service in New Zealand Police, there's a couple of things that I'd like to ask straight off the cuff in regards to the stress and tribulations around the district. Domestic violence, the police deal a lot with that normally. Is that increasing during the lockdown?
Look, we expect that the closeness and the inability to separate will cause some stress on families, and that on occasions what we call family harm and family violence has a potential to increase. So far, touch wood, that hasn't played out in the rural communities, but as the lockdown goes further on in its duration, we're just asking people, be kind, be considerate, and be patient with each other. There isn't an opportunity to get away from some events, and it's really going to put some pressure on families. But at the moment, no, our crime in the family zone hasn't gone up sufficiently.
How about in the traffic side of things, Peter?
So yes, again, the roads are a lot quieter, which is what we wanted to see. The essential services moving around, and those people needing to go and get urgent supplies at pharmacies and supermarkets are still out there. But the roads are a lot quieter, but that doesn't mean that our roads are a free-for-all and a racetrack. It's not time to increase your speed. It's not time to drive recklessly. The same rules apply, and we continue to enforce the road rules. Because
that's just normal operations, and whilst the country is in lockdown, police will be taking part in just normal operations as per normal anyway, and I guess certain circumstances, life is just going to carry on with that, yes?
Yeah, look, even in these circumstances, which is a surreal time for New Zealand, it is for us to maintain law and order and keep our communities safe. But that is what we are here for. We're not the lead agency under this state of emergency. That is the Health and Ministry to govern. For us, it's about continuing to do what we do and do it well, do it patiently and do it considerably. We have to focus on making sure everyone in our communities abides by the lockdown. But our first call to be aggressive in that is to be engaging, education, highly visible in our stuff, and try and get people to abide by the rules without having to do any of the stronger powers that we do have at the moment.
And those extra powers, they're available to you to disperse people and to actually just enter buildings with due cause, right?
Certainly, look, under the declaration we have some specific powers available to us under the Health Act, the Summary Offences Act and the Civil Defence Emergency Act to take some pretty strong powers and enforce all of the things that help to keep people in New Zealand safe from this virus and help to keep people well and truly out of the way. So look, there are things we can do, but they are not our first and only option. We certainly look to see how else we can resolve these things and continue to be the police that New Zealand have always had, which is a much more engaging and community-orientated one rather than a direct force that you see in some of the other countries overseas. So certainly it is our goal to be able to get this lockdown, as we call it, in the heightened circumstances under level 4 to be done by consent, and that's how we police in New Zealand, by consent anyway, so that's what we like to see.
Absolutely. Inspector Peter Cooper from New Zealand Police, two more questions. The web page that's been set up to notify those that are not taking part in the lockdown, it crashed yesterday.
Yeah, but the bandwidth for that wasn't ready for 4,500 calls it got in a very short period of time, so they've extended the bandwidth for that. Certainly New Zealanders have embraced letting everyone know who's out and about. That's a good thing. It's useful for us to know what's happening. So there is a specific place to go on the website, and if people want to register there, that's well and good. Just encouraging people to stay away from the 111 system unless it absolutely is an emergency. The last thing we want to see is that system overloaded.
Absolutely. 105 is a good number to ring. And of course there's the new police app that came online about a month or so ago. That's a good one.
Yeah, modern world. You can certainly contact police in so many more ways these days than when we were growing up. So I think that's a wonderful tool, particularly useful in these day and age where you can just get an app on your phone and report all sorts of things. So from our point of view, it's a great saver of time, and I hope it's something that the community will get engaged with.
Just one more. There's a bit of a talk about a nationwide curfew after dark. Is that something that's being seriously discussed?
Not to our awareness. There's no need for such measures at this time, and that's a decision for the government to make, and at this stage I've heard nothing of that.
I appreciate you coming on to Compass FM. Peter Cooper, Inspector, looking after pretty much all of North Canterbury and sounds like most of Canterbury, to be honest. Well done. Good luck to you. do, I'm just going to pass on to you our absolute appreciation and respect of all of Compass FM listeners, literally everyone in the population, that you guys run towards a danger whilst all of us are sort of in lockdown. So very much appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Last thing for me is message from us is always very simple. It's stay home, save lives.
Stay home, save lives. Inspector Peter Cooper, New Zealand Police, I appreciate your time here on Compass FM.